Congratulations, you found the home that you want to purchase. Now you need to put pen to paper and you need to sign that offer letter. When I signed my offer letter, I had to put down my deposit as well. Now, the amount of the deposit that I chose to put down was based on the advice of my attorney. Again, for me, working with an attorney was a no-brainer because I didn't speak Portuguese and I didn't know what the documents that I was signing were saying, so I thought it was really important that I had someone to represent me. She said the larger deposit that you put down protects your purchase of the home because the seller's not obligated to sell it to you. They can sell it to someone else. However, they're going to need to double back your deposit to you. So if you put down 10,000 euros and someone comes in and says, I want that house and I'm willing to pay more, they can sell it to that person, but they need to give you your deposit, the 10,000 back, and they need to give you another 10,000. So they would need to receive a very significant offer to nix the deal that they've had with you. So for me, that was important to get the home that I wanted. So I put that money down. The sale of the home is final when you go to the notary. Now, again, I had an attorney represent me and she went to the notary and signed all the paperwork on my behalf. For me, that was the smart thing to do. I did not know what I was signing. If you feel comfortable navigating the process in Portuguese, you'll need to go to the notary yourself. And once you sign those final documents at the notary, then you'll receive the deed and the home will be yours. After you've made your decision to purchase your home, you may need financing for the home. If you're paying cash, of course, things are going to be much more straightforward. But if you do need financing, don't worry. Even if you're not a citizen of Portugal, or even if you're not a resident in Portugal yet, you can still get financing. I was not living in Portugal. I had not received my visa or my temporary residence card. And I received a mortgage from a Portuguese bank. So overall, compared to the States, I found the process to be really straightforward. Whatever realtor you decide to work with usually will have one or two preferred mortgage brokers that she can recommend you to. Most of the major banks will also offer mortgages. They usually require that you have a bank account with them, of course. Some may require that you have life insurance as well. So consider that and factor that in when you consider the total cost of credit with that bank. Overall, I found the origination fees to be very reasonable. You won't be charged a 1 point or 2 point fee at most banks. I think my bank charged me around 3 or 350 euros for the origination fee. I did have a variable rate loan, so that's something to keep in mind. It's tied to the ECB, the European Central Bank rates. And there is usually a prepayment penalty associated with it. My mortgage had a 0.5 point prepayment penalty. So do keep that in mind, which I still think is very reasonable. If you're borrowing 100,000 euros and you have to pay a 0.5 point for paying it off early, you have to pay a 500 euro penalty for paying it off early. So I do think that's quite reasonable. As far as the application goes, at the time of application, I was required to submit proof of employment, of course. I found the income thresholds were very reasonable because the interest rates are so low. Of course, the income threshold that's going to be assigned to you is going to be based on the value of your home and the amount of credit that you require. For me, I was borrowing around 95,000 euros and my income requirement, I believe, was about 15,000 euros per year. So it's quite reasonable. As the mortgage is processed, then you're going to need to submit a bit more detailed documentation. I needed to provide a transcript of my US tax return. So I had to file a form with the IRS to get an electronic transcript, and then I had to DHL that to Portugal. I was in the United States when my mortgage was being processed. Of course, at closing at the notary, the bank is going to have a representative there, and those documents are going to need to be signed. Again, they're all going to be in Portuguese. So for me, I felt more comfortable hiring an attorney to assist me with that. and she handled the entire process. Another great thing about working with an attorney is my attorney actually, in addition to handling all the paperwork at closing, she organized all the utilities. She set up the gas and the water and the electric and everything. So when I arrived in Portugal, I just went to my realtor's office and she handed me an envelope with the keys in it. And I went and I walked into my new house and everything was set and ready to go. So that's really terrific. If you don't want to work with a solicitor, talk to your attorney. Talk to your real estate agent. A lot of real estate agents will actually do that for foreign clients as a courtesy. They'll take you down to the water department or to the EDP, which is the local electric company, and they'll set all of that up for you. So do keep that in mind when you're choosing a realtor and an attorney to work with.